talking about streamlining the process of creating more complex designs in Silhouette Studio. We are talking about the layers panel. Now, do not run off. I know a lot of people are intimidated when it comes to using layers. The good news is you're already creating layers. The bad news is that you're not using it to its fullest ability. We're going to take a look at the layers panel today. We're going to see what's inside of there, exactly how to use it. Then we're going to go over to the send page and learn how to cut by layers and pull everything together in the end. We're just working on a simple sticker sheet today, but it is super cute and you can stick around to the end to see the finished product. Hi, I'm Brenda Lambert. I'm a TJC licensed instructor for Silhouette. You found your way to Silhouette success. If you find any information in this video at all helpful, please interact with the video. Leave me a comment, hit the like button, or subscribe to the channel if you're interested in seeing more. I have created an entire sticker sheet for this video. I brought these images in from Creative Fabrica, and I can drop a link in the description below if you're interested. I have created an offset around all of the images. I've added a little bit of text on these two balloons, and I have also created the rectangle around all of this. Now when we open up the layers panel, you can see that it has everything on one layer. We are going to end up with 4 different layers. So let's start by adding a layer here. Just click on the plus sign and layer 2 pops up. Now we can go through and select any of these pieces and drag and drop into layer 2. But let's take a minute to figure out which layer we want to put where. Layer 1 will be underneath layer 2. So if I drag the rectangle up to layer 2, you can see that all of my other stuff looks like it has disappeared. It has not, it's just being covered up by the rectangle. So let's put the rectangle back in layer 1 and realize we need to build from the bottom up. So layer 2 will be whatever is sitting on top of that rectangle, and that would be my images. If we select the images here, it is highlighted over here, and you can do it the opposite way as well. If you want to select the text, you can click on it here and see that it is selected over here. But for right now, we are going to select images and we are going to drag it up to layer 2 and drop it there. So now layer 2 has our images and layer 1 is still everything else. Let's go ahead and create a third layer. And for this one, I do want that text because now that we've brought our images up to layer 2, our text is still in layer 1 and it has disappeared. Let's go ahead and select both of these text elements. I'm going to click on the first one, hold down my shift key and select the next one. Now you can see that both of those are highlighted even though you can't see them on the sticker sheet. They are both selected. Let's right click and group them together, and now you can see over here it is switched from text to group. And that's not very helpful when you're trying to see at a glance what you have going on. We can rename this simply by right-clicking on it and then click on Rename Group. Let's type in text, and now we can grab our text and slide it up into layer 3. It has appeared again because we have it above our images. This last group in layer 1 is actually our offsets, and we can rename that as well. Again, right click and then click on rename group, and I'm going to switch this to offsets. And now we can create an extra layer. So layer 4, click on offsets and drag that up to layer 4. Now all of the different elements are organized into their own layer. And this is going to come in helpful when we go to the Send tab and look at Cut by Layers. We will get there in just a minute. But I wanted to show you that you can rename your layers as well. You can rename layer 4, just right click and select that. We can move our layers to different positions. If I select layer 1, I can just drag it up to the top, and then my rectangle is on top here and everything else is hidden. Let's drag that back down. Notice here we have 4 eyes, and if we click on one, it will toggle between hide or show whatever element that is. So layer 4 is our offsets. I clicked on that little eye and we can no longer see that offset here. It is hidden. If we click on it again, it comes right back. Our text. There's our images, and you can click through and see that it will hide or show any of the elements that you click on. Now the box next to the eyes is empty, but if you click on it, this little lock will appear, and when the lock is showing, that whole layer is locked. This layer that's locked right now is my offsets, and I can try to grab that and move it away, and no matter how hard I try, that is not going to budge. Let's put everything right back into place. Now, if we wanted to click on the offset, sometimes that's a difficult layer to get a hold of. We could lock everything else so all of the other elements will stay in place. We can grab our offset layer, pull it to the side, and work on this. Nothing else is going to move over here. And you can see that my cursor has actually turned into a little padlock there, showing me that it is in fact locked. When I come over to this layer, which is not locked, I have my pointer or my hand back instead of the little padlock icon. Now let's slide our cut lines right back into place. Let's unlock all of these and head over to the Send tab. We're going to look at Cut by Layer. All of my layers are listed here, and all of them are set to cut sticker paper. Now we know that we do not want our images to cut. Our images were on layer 2, so let's uncheck this box here, and those cut lines go away. We also know that we don't want that text to cut out, so let's uncheck this box and those cut lines will go away as well. Now we have layer 1, which is the rectangle. We do want that to cut, and we have our offset layer, and we do want that to cut. However, I want my offset to cut at a kiss cut. So I'm going to leave all of these settings as they are, and this should be the perfect kiss cut on sticker paper white. Now for layer 1, that's the rectangle, I want that to be a die cut. With layer 1 selected, come down here, I'm going to bump my blade up to a 4, and I am going to set my passes to 2. So layer 4 will be the kiss cut, layer 1 will be the die cut, and layer 2 and 3 will be no cut. Now layer 3 is the text on these 2 balloons, and I could switch this out to tool number 2, and I have my embossing tool in right now. But if I set this to my heat pen, I could use my heat pen to add a little bit of shimmer, and I wouldn't have to stop and reset any of the settings. I wouldn't have to stop and change out my tools. This is all set up for it to do a kiss cut, a die cut, and heat foil, or in this case, emboss. But you can set up all of these different actions for all of these different layers right in this tab. So you can see how a little bit of preparation in the design page is going to save you a lot of time in the send page and actually cutting it out. Now my Cameo 5 is going to read those registration marks. Notice that I do have the lid closed for a better reading. Once that's done, it's going to cut out the outer rectangle. It's going to do 2 passes because that's how we had it set up in the software. Then it's going to readjust the blade to cut out the stickers as a kiss cut. I'm going to check these cuts before I eject the mat from the machine. And everything looks perfect, so let's go ahead and get these off the mat. You can see that this is absolutely the perfect sticker sheet. I am thoroughly impressed once again with Silhouette Studio and the Cameo 5. Let me know if you have tried the layers panel before or if you're willing to attempt it now that you've seen the video. It really is a useful tool. I hope that you will use it in the future, and I will see you in the next video.